Hello world, I am Daniel Jonathan Banguro and I'm bringing to you Reality Lab. Reality Lab is a purpose-driven talk show that is designed to educate, entertain and inspire young people to be what God has created them to be. Hello world, I am Daniel Jonathan Banguro and I'm bringing to you Reality Lab. Reality Lab is a purpose-driven talk show that is designed to educate, entertain and inspire young people to be what God has created them Hello world, and welcome to the 5th episode of Reality Lab. It is always a great moment to be with you as we dive into real issues that are affecting our society and we can make amends in. Tonight, we want to discuss on the power of time management. The power of time management. Last week, we have been talking on how to overcome fear. If you have missed this, watch this. Topic, how to overcome fear. The first point I want us to understand is one of the main reasons why we hate moving out of our comfort zone and we hate learning is because of fear. What do we actually fear? We actually fear the opinions of people. We actually fear losing. We actually fear doubt. We actually fear failing. And fear in itself is a debilitating factor that stops you from actualizing your purpose, that stops you. This is why people are always afraid of success. We know the way how to go through success, but we fear the processes. We fear the hard work. So the lizard brain reacts by bringing the emotion of fear, and the fear in you stops you from progressing and doing what you're supposed to do. The question is, when has fear robbed you of an opportunity to grow? When you're at home, in front of your glass, when you're alone, you actually talk to yourself and you actually know what you should do. You can even talk about what others should do, but it's always different when you're in the situation. Remember, I said that you cannot kill fear, but you need to make fear your best friend so as to convince it to do what you want so you can overcome it. One of the first points that you need to get in overcoming fear is discover purpose. 2, visualize being unafraid. Third point, practice acting in quotation as if. Number 4, use the law of repetition. Develop personal affirmation. Lastly, begin. Everything starts with a step. No matter how fear has overwhelmed you, just begin. So all I'm going to say is here today, whatever is your plan, begin. Start doing things. Overcome fear with all this point. Welcome again. I believe you have learned a lot here and you have known the steps on how to overcome fear. As always, I want to say thank you to every one of you that have liked, commented, and subscribed to our YouTube channel. I pray that all the videos in the past will make a lot of impact in your life. Tonight, we'll be discussing on the power of time management. It gives me a cause to reminiscence on my first video, The Power of Planning. I made a statement that time is one of the elements on earth that cannot be controlled. The only thing we can do with time is manage it. And one of the principles of managing time has always been planning. So you can visit episode 1 of Reality Lab and it will help you to discover the ways on how to manage your time. But tonight we'll be going in depth on time management, the benefits of time management, what are the failures, what are the consequences if you fail to manage your time, and steps if you have not encountered the possibilities, or if you have not encountered the ways on how you can manage your time. I'll provide steps, critical steps on how you can manage your time. Firstly, I want to give you the definition of time management. And it says time management is the ability to use one's time effectively or productively. Time management is when you use a particular time productively or effectively. That is to say, failing to manage your time damages effectiveness and creates stress. So I have been engaging in different organizations of concerts, conferences, seminars, and different other programs. And I'm a testament of how failure in time management can cause you to be stressful, can cause you not to be effective, can cause you not to be as productive as you can be. So failure to manage time damages your effectiveness and it causes a lot of stress. So we need to know that. Secondly, I need us to understand that being busy isn't the same as being effective. A lot of us take our time and become so busy with doing various things, but they are not effective, as in they are not productive. You might be doing a lot of things during your day, from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. the next day. You might be doing very, very, very tedious things, stressful things, but there's a difference between being busy and being effective or being productive. We need to understand that. So good time management lets you work smarter and not harder. So we actually think that we need to be very, very hardworking. That's the way we can manage our time. But good management helps you to work smarter than work harder. Because when you manage your time, it helps you to reduce the effort and instead have a lot of time to think properly so that you can be productive and effective in your dealings. I want us to look at the benefits of time management. 1, greater productivity and efficiency. When you manage your time well, there is a higher percentage of good production and efficiency. Good production simply means the produce of your product is sensible. The production you give out is efficient, is worth a while, is worth people listening to you, is worth people watching at you, it's worth people sitting with you. You know, when you manage your time well, it helps you to be more productive and efficient. And secondly, a better professional reputation. When you manage your time well, it gives your professionalism good reputation. A lot of us fail to pimp our reputation because we don't manage our time well. And time management helps you to have a better professional reputation. At what time you appear to that job interview? At what time you meet up with a business meeting? At what time you are present to a particular ceremony, a seminar, or a music concert? How effective or how productive is your time? Is your time when you are called to do a business, when you are called to a professional meeting? Time management can help you to get a proper professional reputation. Thirdly, time management creates less stress. When you properly manage your time, it helps you to be less stressful. Stressfulness gives you a lot of headache, and it reduces your productiveness, it reduces your efficiency. So when you manage your time well, it creates less stress. Fourthly, the fourth benefit of time management is it increases opportunities to achieve more. When you manage your time well, it's always give you a chance to increase your opportunity to achieve more. A lot of us procrastinate. A lot of us late for business meetings. A lot of us late for practices. A lot of us get late when we have important scheduled meetings, important scheduled assignments to perform. But one of the benefits of time management, one of the benefits when you manage your time well, is that you increase the opportunities to achieve a lot of things. I want us to understand the consequences we face when we fail to manage time. One, we miss deadlines. A lot of time we stipulate a starting line and a deadline for a particular cause or a particular project, but because we fail to manage our time well, we see that we miss deadlines. This can be applicable to a lot of us during school days or even university days. When we are given assignments for a particular date, we see that we don't work towards that date because we don't manage our time well. Instead of keep researching and doing things that are productive towards that end goal, we do other things that are not productive. So on that note, we miss the deadline to the particular dates that have been stipulated for us to give the assignment. So failure to manage your time well creates a possibility for you to miss deadline. Secondly, failing to manage your time causes inefficient workflow. The value of your product is being depreciated if you don't manage your time well. Your workflow is what you do from this point or this phase of the work to the next phase of your work. Does it flow? Does your time, do you manage your time so well that the workflow to the next phase, that the value of the product is not depreciated but does add? It does add. Does your workflow increase in value or does it depreciate? Your time management has a lot to do with increasing the efficiency of your workflow. Thirdly, poor work quality. Poor management of time makes you to have a poor working quality. I want to use an example of a brother to me. He's the CEO of Kinpro Photography. He's one person that manages his time so much that his product or the value of his product always increases. his work quality is always on the edge. He is always increasing because he manages his time very much. That is to be implemented in each of our daily life. Whatever you do, make sure that you manage your time to the extent that your work quality does not drop. On the other end, it increases. But that can only happen when you manage your time well. You might be doing a particular work, but because you don't manage your time, you want to do this, do that, do this, do that. It creates, the quality of your work dampens or it drops because you don't manage your time well. Fourthly, high stress level. This is something that I've been through. This is something that I would say is applicable to me. As I said earlier, I've been organizing concerts, programs, seminars, different events. And one of the lessons I've learned when time management was misplaced or misused by me and my team that I've been working with is that we had higher level of stress. And higher level of stress cause your work to be less productive or less quality. So one of the consequences of failing to manage your time is you are in high level of stress. I want us to get an understanding of how much we can improve our time management skill. Remember, I've been in such a position wherein I was unable to manage my time, that it caused me to be stressful, it caused my work to be to have less quality, it caused me to miss deadlines, it caused me to face the consequences of failing to manage my time. So with my little experience and with the little research and the little team that I'm working with, we have come up with strategic management skill point that could help you to manage your time well. Let us take this break, and when we come back, we will go and understand the skills that you can use to manage your time. Hello all, I am Daniel Jonathan Banguro, and I'm bringing to you Reality Lab. Reality Lab is a purpose-driven talk show that is designed to educate, entertain, and inspire young people to be what God has created them to be. Welcome back. I want to share with you 7 practical skills to improve your time management. 7 practical skills that you can use to improve your time management level. Firstly, delegate tasks. Always learn to delegate responsibilities, because human beings rather, by nature, we want to do a lot of things at once. But when you delegate tasks, it helps you to be effective, because we are good when we do one thing at a time. I would suggest you read the book, The Careful Art of delegation. It will help you on how to be wise in delegating responsibilities. But division of labor, as we learned back in school days in economics, it will help you to, manage your time well. Because when different people do different and specific things at a time, it creates productivity and efficiency. Secondly, prioritize your work. Know what to do at a given time. Prioritize your work. Don't do everything scatteredly, or don't know the sequence of what you should do at a particular given time. There are things that are urgently necessary, and there are things that can be left to be done later. So what you should do to manage your time very well is to know what is to be prioritized and what is to be done later. You also need to know what you need to leave for another day and what you need to do now. Be wise and smart to prioritize your work very well. Thirdly, schedule tasks. Make a to-do list for each and every day. Let every hour of the day as a task. That has helped me a lot. I have always scheduled my day. I know what I will do within the hours of 5 to 7, and I know what I will do within the hours of 7 to 9. When you schedule tasks like this, it helps you to manage your time very well in knowing exactly what you should do after what you have done. You have a step-by-step to-do list of what should be done. Fourthly, set up deadlines. Setting up deadlines creates effectiveness in your work. When I set up a deadline that I wanted to start Reality Lab by April, it was a deadline. I created a deadline. It was written way back in August 2019, but I set a deadline for myself. And I made sure I worked towards my deadline because it is a vision that I wanted to pursue. So because I set a deadline, I was able to meet up with it. A lot of us fail in doing exactly what you are supposed to do because we don't set deadlines. We procrastinate a lot. You think that I cannot do this today, let us wait tomorrow. And when tomorrow comes, you think again, I cannot do this today, let us wait tomorrow. But what is an effective skill of empowering time management in you is to schedule deadline. Don't just have a plan or have an idea and just leave it like that. Always make sure that you schedule deadline for yourself when you want to achieve this, when you want to make this become a reality. Always have that to-do list that will make you set deadlines. Fifth, overcome procrastination. As I said a few minutes ago, one of the failures, one of the things that limits our productiveness, limits what we do is procrastination. Procrastination is a devilish mindset. It limits success. It limits productiveness. What you and I should do is not to procrastinate. Do what you can do now and use what you have to do what you should do. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination always misuse time management. The moment you begin to push what you should do today to tomorrow, what you are supposed to do, the time that you need to spend in doing, a particular work today, you misuse it by doing something else that will not be productive. So that's why I said earlier, don't misuse being busy from being productive. You can be doing a lot of things, but these things are not productive. So make sure you stop procrastination. 7, avoid multitasking. As I said earlier, we as humans, we are being built to do a lot of things at the same time. But doing a lot of things actually has a disadvantage. And one of the disadvantages, it creates less productiveness. Because when I do a lot of things at the same time, I don't focus in the act of specialization. And the act of specialization is when you pay attention to a particular work or art and master it and make sure your product is being mastered. So avoid multitasking and make sure you delegate. I want to give you a bonus, an 8th point, and this is start early. A lot of us are unable to manage our time because we start late. America is already still 9 p.m. People are still working in America, and it's already 1 a.m. in Sierra Leone, and you are busy sleeping while people in America are still hustling. So your time is not being used properly. People sleep 8 hours a day. Even some people sleep more than 8 hours, 12 hours a day. What exactly is that doing to you? It's not productive at all. You should start your day early. Make sure 2 o'clock, 1 p.m., 3 p.m. These are hours of the night that you should take very important. It should be productive to your life. Anybody that loves to slumber a lot is not productive, because slumber is, an agent to time management. So always make sure you start your day early. Don't sleep too much, people. Rich people, successful people don't sleep too much. Burn the candle. Make sure you spend your nights in researching, reading, doing things that will be productive to the final course of your life. As always, I hope this point will make great amends to you as you will improve your time management skill to another level. And that will create productiveness, it will create efficiency, and it will create a lasting legacy for your life. Make sure you like our Facebook page, Daniel Jonathan Bangura, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure you use your time very well. God bless you. See you next week.